Hello and welcome to Start Massage Biz, your online resource for creating a massage or bodywork business that you will love. Today we're talking about Website 101 for wellness practitioners. I find whether you're an acupuncturist, a yoga instructor, a Reiki master, or a massage therapist, that wellness professionals are often overwhelmed by websites. And it makes sense because we are knowledgeable about the body and the spirit and less about technology. And a lot of people feel lost when it comes to cyberspace. But don't worry, today I'm going to break down some of the very basics for you so that you can feel less intimidated and focus more on what matters in your business. So first of all, let's talk about some terms of technology. You could think about your website like a home that you rent. After all, you're paying for your own little space on the World Wide Web. So number one, your domain name. This is like the street address of the house that you rent. It is not the house, not the website itself. Your URL is sort of how people find you on the internet. And when you buy a domain name, you're basically buying the rights to that specific address for a period of time. Usually you can buy domain names separately from website hosting, or you could buy, often they are offered in a package. So number two, let's talk about domain name privacy. As soon as you buy your domain name, you're often given a chance at an upsell for domain name privacy. What does this mean? Well, when you purchase a domain name, you are registering your domain name with an international registrar. This is how everybody knows that that domain name belongs to you and that it's taken and nobody else can take it. You register your business address with this international register, and this is how marketers will find you, and they start sending you a lot of junk mail. So it can, even though it doubles your cost, sometimes this can be extremely useful because it will eliminate some of that junk mail. Also, if you are a home-based business or if you have a mobile-based business and you only have your home address and you don't have a business address, then having this domain name privacy can be very helpful for your personal privacy and safety as well. Now, if you have a business that is a brick and mortar sort of business and your business address is highly publicized and you're already getting a lot of junk mail, then perhaps the extra cost of domain name privacy is not very useful to you. Number three, let's talk about website hosting. So your website host is sort of like the landlord to this home that you're renting. Your website provides the space for you to store all your data and your files. And when most people are purchasing housing rights for a year, but your plan could be anywhere from 1 year to 5 years. You can purchase your hosting separately, or you can often get it as like a package deal. Usually when you buy web hosting for 1 or more years, you're offered domain name for at least a year. Do you know that you're only getting your domain name for free for the first year, and very often you have to pay for it in the other years past that? So you might want to check with that web host and see what do they charge for the year after for your domain name. So now I'd like to give a special note about email addresses. If you would like to have a professional looking email address, for instance, your name at yourdomainname.com, then you will need to make sure that the service is provided by your website host. When I first started doing websites, this was kind of a normal thing that they would include in your package, but I am finding more and more that this is something that they use as an upsell. Like maybe they'll give you 1 or 2 or 5 email addresses for free, but if you want more than that, you're going to have to pay for it. So make sure to look and see if your email addresses are free with your website hosting, or how much extra that it would cost you to have as many email addresses that you'll need. Number 4, your website builder. Now it's come to the time to actually build the home that you're renting. You have the address, you're paying rent. Now you actually have to build the website. So it used to be that you had to know website coding in order to make a website, and that is not true anymore. Now we have these very easy drag and drop editors that have a lot of really wonderful templates that you could choose from. So most website hosting platforms do provide free editors. So when you're looking for a website host, you want to go in and you want to look at all the beautiful templates that they have and make sure that there's one that works well for your business. And you might want to give it like a good try to see if it's easy for you to use the drag and drop editor yourself. So here at Start Massage Biz, we like to recommend Wix.com as a wonderful website host that provides a really great website builder for massage therapists and bodyworkers. So number 5, let's talk about SSL certificates. So SSL stands for Security Socket Lock. What this is basically a certain level of security where your data and your information is encrypted and safe for yourself and for your clients to use. Now, Google is requiring that all websites have this SSL certificate now, and Google still is the #1 search engine that everybody uses. It's still up to 86% of all users do their searches on Google. So it's super, super important that you make Google happy and that you get your SSL certificate. So a lot of website hosting companies know that this is a requirement and you pretty much can't do business without it. So they are providing this SSL certificate for free. Some of them do have some upsell sort of packages where you get like an additional security level or whatever. So that's another important thing to look for when you're looking for a website host. Are they providing their free SSL certificate? And finally, number 6, let's talk about search engine optimization, also known as SEO. As soon as you get into the world of websites, you're going to hear a lot about SEO. What does this mean? SEO is basically how your page ranks when you go onto a search engine like Google. So if someone is looking for massage in your town, USA, when they pull that up on Google, where are you going to rank? Are you going to be on the first page, second page, third page? Very often people don't search past the first or second page, so it's really important to try to rank as high as you can on that first page of Google. So some website hosts also have technology built into them where you can see if your SEO is working for you in the sort of content that you're putting out on your website. And there's also special apps that will help you with SEO. But do know that SEO is one of those things where the rules of the game change quite often. And this is why there are experts who only specialize in SEO. So if you're really having a lot of trouble getting your website to rank high on Google or other search engines, then you might want to consult with an expert who is an SEO specialist. So I hope that this video was helpful to you in learning some very basic website 101 terms of technology. Tune in because next month we are going to be discussing different ways for you to get your website up and running. My name is Jaden Rose. I am a massage therapist and Reiki master, and I look forward to serving you.